Time is what we want the most, but time is what we use the worst. So today we'll share a little bit about time management. You have finished your bachelor's, you have joined your master's, MBA, MTech. So we'll just talk a little bit about power of time management, how to balance college and social life. Because you have to balance both. You can't run on only one, right? So let's get started. Tip number one, don't let your unproductive morning ruin your day. So one Monday, I started the day terribly. Like I said, I have a habit of oversleeping, I think. I overslept and forgot about a meeting. Because before you go for a meeting, you have to prepare yourself first. It didn't go as expected. Meeting failed because I was unprepared. I was very sad. It didn't go well. But then I realized I can't let my morning ruin my day. And then regrouped, reorganized, and made sure rest of the day is taken care of. So please always schedule your day, schedule your studies, schedule everything in life in a systematic, organized way. Tip number two, don't get stuck in time invested. We stay in bad jobs, bad routines, bad habits, and bad relationships just because we have spent so much time building that. Because we have got a job, we get stuck with the job, although you are not happy about it. Because you are in a relationship, you have spent so many years to build that relationship. We spend time in that relationship without realizing that it's a bad relationship. It is called sunken cost. When you sunk in a lot of cost, we tend to not get out of it. It is true in stock market, it is true in life, it is true everywhere. So don't get stuck with what you are trying to do. I joined a club. I thought it is going to be fantastic. After 1 year, I realized it's not going anywhere. I'm not enjoying it. It's a strain on me. I have to spend a lot of time, but gain is very small. But I was worried, if I leave this club, what do I do? What am I going to lose? But one day I made a bold decision. I left the club. I am very happy. Now I have time to do what I love and not do what I am expected because I sunk in months and years of work into it. And this is not with individuals, even companies have done it. Look at Netflix. What do you remember of Netflix now? It is all OTT, online service, isn't it? When I was in US 15, 20 years ago, all they had is CDs. They had spent so much of time on DVDs, delivery services, so much of energy, so much of infrastructure, but they realized this is not the future. They switched to online delivery services and they're doing excellent now. Although spent a lot of money, lot of time, they switched and they did well. Number three, set priorities like a CEO. Set your priorities. Write down 25 priorities in your life. What is that you want to do with your life? Write down 25. Circle the top 5. Scratch out the 20. Throw them away because they are going to be your distraction. You can't do everything in life. You can do only some things in life. So you have to remember what is your priority as a student. As a student, your priority is learning. As a student, your priority is building friendships and relationships with your classmates and seniors, juniors. Your priority is networking. Build a fantastic network because you go to any college, whether it is IIM, IIT, Harvard, Oxford, alumni is their biggest strength. Build that network who always will stay with you and support you for the rest of your life, my dear friends. And while doing it, please have fun. Because you will never have any more fun than what fun you have in college. We still close our eyes and remember our college days and school days. It is a lot of fun. Once you marry, the fun goes away. Good or bad, it is what it is. Once you have children, even more tough. Because you are balancing too many things, too many juggling balls. It's not just one ball. College is just one ball. You just learn, right? So it's important that we realize these importances and give necessary time for it. So you have to understand where do I give time, where I don't give time. Understand this. So set priorities and do well. Because Steve Jobs once famously said, focus is about saying no. That is how you get focus, because you can say no to a lot of things and focus on one thing. Tip number 4, maintain a calendar. I was doing a lot of things. I had tough time allocating my time before I started using Google Calendar and various other things. I was writing on sticky note, I was putting all over the place, right? I was making a to-do list which is very long. Most of them I would skip. I could not reorganize it, put it to the next date or postpone it, do whatever. It was very tough. But that's when I started using digital calendar. I started realizing the importance of using technology in your life. I started making an entry into my calendar which can be rescheduled very easily. That's it, when I started managing my time really well. So please use your calendar. When you want to study, put a daily calendar. What you're going to do from the time you get up to the time you sleep, put down a calendar. How you're going to manage your time with studies, with family, with friends, with everything in. Block your time as focused work, because otherwise we will not be able to focus, right? I'll tell you how to manage distraction also at the end. Otherwise, you will not be able to create a good work-life balance. I think it's very important. Fifth, leverage Parkinson's law. You know what Parkinson's law says? Work expands to fill the time you give it. Whatever time you give for any amount of work, it fills up. All the time is taken up by that work. So create artificial deadlines and hold yourself accountable. I'll give you one example how I did it. When ChatGPT was launched, my friend called me and asked me, "Are you planning to write a book?" I said, "Yes, I'm planning to write a book. It will take me a year to write a 164-page book because I have to also work. No, I'm not sitting full-time writer. So I have to." He said, "Take 3 months, take a challenge and write it." I said, "Okay, fine. You need friends like that who can boost you, not pull you down, to lift you up, right?" So he said, "I am challenging you, Dharma. Take 3 months and write your book." And he said, "Experiment with ChatGPT, experiment with AI, and see whether you can do something." I took the challenge. All my non-working hours, I submerged into it. I hardly spoke to anybody. I hardly went anywhere. I just focused, and said, "I have to write and finish this book." And in 45 days, I finished this book and published it. This is a book on Don't Get Left Behind, 7 Job Skills for Your Success. It may be important. I'll give a copy to the principal to keep it in the library. If you need more, I can always give it. The idea is very simple, my dear friends. As per Parkinson's law, if you give 3 months, it will happen in 3 months. If you squeeze it to 1 month, it will happen in 1 month. It depends on how much time you give, and then focus and deliver. Work towards it and make sure you deliver it. Decide your time, segregate it, and do your stuff. Because Warren Buffett once said, much of his success is because he says no to a lot of things. He focuses on a very few things. Steve Jobs added, innovation is nothing but saying no to 1,000 things. We got to learn to say no. The moment we say yes, we are owned by somebody else. Moment we say no, I own my time. It is not somebody else who owns my time. So ability for you to say no to a lot of things and say yes to whatever you want to do in your life and focus and work towards it is extremely important in your life. It's going to be more and more important as you grow in your career and become bigger. No is more important to me than you right now. But you will realize sooner or later, no becomes extremely important. Time is finite. Time is very limited. Guard it fiercely so that you do what you want to do. 7th and last one. Stop multitasking. Let anybody tell you that you should learn multitasking. It cannot be done. People have done extreme amount of research and asked to do a text while driving. It's impossible. You will neither do driving well nor you do texting well. Studying while watching TV, it's impossible. You can neither understand what is going on TV nor you will understand what you are writing or studying. 99% of us cannot do multitasking. We are not built for multitasking, but we can do single tasking. That means you want to watch a movie, watch it with full intention. You want to write a book, read something, Do it with full intention. Put your gaps of time in such a way that you can do both of them sequentially, one after the other, but don't try to do too many things. That is important. Schedule your tasks sequentially and give each of it enough time. The bad news is time flies. But the good news is you are the pilot of that flight. So you should know how to control it. Matt Haig beautifully said, if you want to stop time, kiss someone you love. Whether it is a dog, a child, or a romantic partner, when you kiss someone you love, you'll forget time. If you want to travel time, read a book or a novel. You will travel in time. You will go to that era. If you are reading a Hogwarts story, Harry Potter, you will get into Hogwarts. Imagine Hogwarts story. That is how you travel in time. If you want to escape time, you want to escape from time, just listen to music. If you put on your music, you don't realize how much time you spent. If you love some music, it just takes away time from you. If you want to feel time, write an exam. If you want to release the tension of time, just breathe. You will release time out of you, my dear friends. I request only one thing at the end. Pick one tip today, perhaps making a calendar or focusing on one single task, and commit to applying this week. Because every time when we apply something for few days, few weeks, that is when it becomes a habit. Write down your top 3 priorities of tomorrow, of your future. Today evening, you write down your top priorities, my dear friends. Circle the top 5 priorities and see how you can plan around it, how you can put small steps so that you can achieve that. Because even to go climb up Mount Everest, you need to put in a lot of steps. You want to climb up a Chamundi hill, you need to climb 1,300 individual steps. You can't jump. You can jump 2 or 3 or 5, but you can't jump 1,000 steps. So if goal is something that you want to achieve in your life, whatever that goal is, imagine it, give it time, build stepwise, and own your time. Will you own your time? Are you ready to own your time, my dear friends? Yes, will you own your time? Yes, sir. Wonderful. Thank you so much for hearing me. Wonderful.